The U.S. Air Force Academy may drop a religious reference from its oath. The Military Religious Freedom Foundation says the phrase, "So help me God," at the end of the oath is unconstitutional, and it has threatened to sue the Academy if it's not removed. The Colorado Springs Gazette reports the Academy is considering several options, including dumping the entire oath or making the religious reference optional.
Matt Barber with the Liberty Counsel joins us to discuss this lawsuit. Matt, thanks for being with us.
Good to be with you.
Well, legally, is invoking the name of God in an oath considered establishing a religion?
No, this is absurd, and we need to consider the source here. We're talking about Mickey Weinstein, who is a anti-Christian extremist, a militant atheist activist who does not have a legal leg to stand on here. And there's a kind of a inherent, almost comical irony here, and that is that if he does, in fact, file a lawsuit to try to have the words, "So help me God," removed from the honor code oath at the Air Force Academy, there's a very good chance that in the very courtroom where the lawsuit plays out, that witnesses may well testify by putting their hand on a Bible and saying, "I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God." So, you know, in a nation where our national motto is "In God We Trust," this is just another example of one of the many. We have the ACLU and the People for the American Way, and just there are a number of secularist, anti-Christian organizations that seek to engage in religious cleansing. They don't have a constitutional leg to stand on. And
Matt, let me ask you this real quick. How have courts ruled on similar cases like this in the past?
Yeah, consistently, this kind of oath and "So help me God" has been upheld throughout the courts. It is clearly constitutional, and so the motivating factor here again is one of anti-Christian animus.
Well, Matt, what's at stake here? How could it impact the military and the American people?
Well, unfortunately, we're seeing a trend in the United States military under this Obama administration that does not bode well for freedom of religious expression, particularly for Christians. We've seen a number of training sessions where the military has called mainstream Christian organizations like the Family Research Council and the American Family Association, quote, hate groups, and has barred individual members of the military from donating or participating in any associated events or fundraising events and so forth. So the question, the kind of the wild card here is the Air Force under this Obama administration going to kind of roll over and capitulate because they might not necessarily be ready to stand firm in defense of what is clearly defensible in a court of law?
Well, really quick, Matt, what do you think the Air Force will do?
You know, it's always kind of up in the air. I think that they'll probably realize, they'll look at the case precedent. They know the law. I think ultimately, and I hope ultimately, they will tell Mickey Weinstein that he can take his lawsuit if he wants to pursue it, that he doesn't have a legal leg to stand on, and then they'll tell him basically to take a hike, frankly.
All right, Matt Barber, Liberty Counsel, thanks so much for your insights. We appreciate it.
Thank you.